Hello everybody, welcome to the Budget Digidestined, and today we're going to be going over the cutest Digimon, in my opinion. I went over the Wikimon visual list like 5 times. I looked at so many different Digimon, and I couldn't narrow it down to like 10 or 15. I have 16 of my top favorite cute Digimon. So there are some on here that are a little strange. They wouldn't necessarily be seen as always cute, but I picked them for many reasons. So the number one reason is they're just cute. Yeah, that's it. They're just cute. It could be from their design, a moment in the show, or I just love them. There's just something about cute things that sometimes you just love it and you don't know why. But I just and another thing is I would want them as like a real life pet. I'm not looking for all the cool guys. I'm not looking for all the other stuff that's just gonna make me want to go and save the world. If I see this little Digimon or big Digimon, I want it in my house to play with. So I excluded a lot of the baby and baby 2 Digimon because one, a lot of them naturally fit into this category, and I wanted to do stuff a little different. But also, one reason why I excluded a lot of them is because some just look really weird because they're just like a head or something. And I like these ones because their actual designs have some really good work put into them. It's not just a ball with a tail. Of course, I could pick a ball with a tail if I think it works, but I'm not just gonna pick Tainmon because it's a little smaller version of Palmon. I'm gonna pick these because I actually think they're adorable. So number 18 is Cardmon C1. Cardmon, I'm already breaking my category, but Cardmon is just a little ball with a card on top of it, and I think the whole Cardmon line is really hilarious, but also it makes sense for Digimon. You know what I mean. Anyway, its type is card, but Cardmon is just, it's cute, it's simple, but the design is actually really well done. I think it's fantastic. Number 15 is Harrismon. I think Harrismon is just a fantastic design. Taking a hedgehog and giving its spikes a little extra flourish actually I think works really well. But Harrismon, the eyes, the mouth, just the way that its little arms and hands are, I think it works really well. And I also think the story with Harrismon is actually really interesting. It has a hard time deciding whether it wants to be good or bad, and I think it's adorable. I really do. Number 14, Hyokomon. Hyokomon obviously is an underrated Digimon, but if you just look at it, it looks like a little kid wanting to be a warrior, and it's just trying so hard, and it's probably going to smack itself in the face with its little sword. But the egg, the design, I just think it all looks fantastic. It hits all the criteria. Good design, and honestly, the eyes, the mouth, the beak, it's adorable. I love it so much. Next is Jagamon. So Jagamon is, like I said, not a very small Digimon. It's actually an ultimate level Digimon, but I just think it's like that ugly cute where it's like it's not that attractive or anything, but it's also not like super ugly. It's just like the perfect mixture of like ugly and cute, and it comes together perfectly, I think, in this design. It just wants to rest in the ground and smash some potatoes. The eyes, the mouth, the crooked teeth, it's adorable. I love it so much. Next is Monimon. Monimon, I think, is adorable. Every single time I see this guy, it makes me laugh. It makes me smile because look at it. Just look at those dead eyes. What has this Digimon seen? Why is it like this? But at the same time, I just love to imagine it just running around with its little arms. Little arms and legs. I think it's cute. I think the design is super simple, but also really fantastic. Next is Otamamon. Otamamon, initially, you look at it, it looks kind of weird, but and part of that's because of its arms. Honestly, the muscly arms is very strange, but then you remember its tadpole and its eyes and its crooked teeth. I love Otamamon. I have a lot of nostalgia with this Digimon, so that's part of it. But also, I think the design's pretty good, especially for early Digimon. I think it sets it apart from Pokemon enough, but it still is unique, and you would recognize, like, yeah, that's definitely a Digimon. Next is Pafumon. What? Just look at this guy. What could I say about Pafumon to convince you more that it is adorable? I mean, it would just look at its eyes, its little smile, its little ears. It would just roam around your house like a little Roomba, and and it would be amazing. So come on, look at this guy. He's fantastic. Next is Pipimon. Pipimon holds a special place in my heart. Adventure 02 holds a special place in that story. I won't spoil anything, but Pipimon is a perfect round little boy with his little blushing cheeks and his eyes and his little tooth in his mouth. Plus the name is pretty funny. Next is Sunmon. Sunmon is one of my favorite Baby 2 designs, mainly because it is very simple, but it gives off a super warm, inviting presence of a little Digimon. The Coronamon line is fantastic, but this baby Digimon is amazing. It gives off the sun vibe, and the little tuft of hair is just like is fire, and it's adorable. And I just think the design is super simple and clean, and it looks fantastic. And he's so cute. I would love to cuddle with this guy. Okay, so those were like kind of the, you know, a lot of them make sense, but now we're getting into like some of my favorites for just like they're really like they're the top guys now. They're getting up there now. So next we have Minomon. The Wormmon line is fantastic. No one can deny that. But Minomon is just an adorable little baby Digimon. It's just, you can just tell that its little arms are out, and it's just like, it's just hanging out, man. It is so cute. I forget, I think it was in Frontier, but there's just a ton of Minomon, and they're just coming down from the trees, and it's just so good. It's just such a good design, man. It's fantastic, and I love it. It's so good. Next, we have something maybe a little different, but let me explain. It is Tentomon. See, Tentomon is a bug, and a lot of people don't like bugs, but for me, I see Tentomon as just the super caring, nice Digimon that is Izzy's partner. And the voice and just the voice acting and just everything that I saw in Adventure was just, Tentomon has always held a special place in my heart. Like I said, I love the voice. His design is pretty good, and yeah, I love Tentomon. Next, this one might be a little controversial, but this is Trailmon Mole. Most Trailmon that you see in the Adventure, the Frontier show, are really weird. There's like larva, ball, all those strange ones, but Trailmon Mole is just, it's so nice, it's so adorable. It just wants to win the race, man. But Trailmon he's so cute. It's pink, and like moles in real life are disgusting, but put a mole in an animated show, and man, they are adorable. And I love the episode with Trailmon Mole, and they hold a special place in my heart. Next is a very, very special boy, Gomamon X Antibody. This is the first X Antibody, and I think the last X Antibody entry on this list. But Gomamon X Antibody is just one. I think it takes the Gomamon design and just improves it just a bit, which I think is what X Antibody should do. But this Gomamon X Antibody looks like the most defiant little puppy you ever did see. I think it's adorable. I think it's hilarious, and I think it's just so cute. I think it's perfect, basically. But I still have a few more on this list. Next is Kalumon or Kulumon. I don't think anybody who has seen this Digimon would deny that the guy is adorable and just the best boy or girl, whatever. But Calumon is just amazing. It's just so fun. The episode where he just wants to play soccer and imagines himself being the best soccer player is adorable because his feet are way too big for him. But the way he can fly, the way he can pull his ears in, and just like he basically brings the Digimon tamers together. And I love it. I love Calumon. He's so cute. I really want a plush of him just to have around. I'm a grown 26-year-old man, but I don't care. I love this Digimon. It's amazing. It even got into Rika's heart, which, you know, in the early parts of Digimon Tamers was really difficult. But I love Calumon. It is adorable. It hits all the criteria. And the design is fantastic. The white and the purple is just so good. His eyes, his mouth, his little arms, his two big feet. Calumon is great. And it leads Digimon Tamers into one of the best arcs in that whole show, which is them going into the digital world. So I won't spoil anything. I don't know how I can spoil a show that old, but hey, go watch Digimon Tamers just for Calumon and then stay for the rest. My next spot is Terriermon. Terriermon would almost make number one, but my number one spot is saved for probably one of the most special Digimon for me personally. But Terriermon is amazing. I can't really say much. The giant ears, just the name Terrier for dog is amazing. The little horn, his eyes, he's feisty, he can fight, but he's also adorable. I love Terriermon in Adventure 02. I love Terriermon in Tamers. I've always loved Terriermon in general. One of my favorite Digimon partners from Digimon Story Sliber Sleuth. Like Terriermon, the green, the pale, the colors, the eyes. Just I feel like everything just works really good together. The fact that he can spread his ears and just float on them, it's just great. I mean, and that's why Terriermon is so high. Is just the way his design works, everything is so good. I love that he's also a little feisty, wants to fight, and he can fight. But come on, one of his attacks is all about like bubbles or pellets. I can't remember exactly, but just an adorable, strong, fantastic Digimon. But that brings us to the number one spot, which is Numemon. I'm sorry, all you people who would put any other cute Digimon as number one are lying to yourself. Look at this boy. Green, purple, those eyes, they're adorable. The mouth, the teeth. Numemon is amazing. And the reason why Numemon is number one is because if any Digimon could be at this number one spot, it is because every Digimon is at this number one spot, because every Digimon can turn into Numemon, and so every Digimon is the cutest Digimon. But also, jokes aside, I love Numemon. He's one of my favorite Digimon for completely unironic reasons. He holds a special place in my heart for many reasons, and I will explain that in a future video. But Numemon is very special to me. I don't think he's the cutest. That was mainly a joke, but Numemon is adorable. But that is my list for my favorite and what I think are the top cutest of all the Digimon of all time. Maybe one day I'll revisit this list because I think it was really fun to go through and to break it down and to take off a list. My list was originally like 25 Digimon, but I had to lower it a little bit just to make this a little bit shorter. So this is my list for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your thoughts. What is your favorite cute Digimon? Or why do you think my list is bullcrap? Anyway, I would love to hear about that, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.